Hello everyone. Today is May 8th, Saturday. It's a beautiful sunny day and I'm happy to make this video today. So I'll keep going where we left off um, in our discussion in the last video where we talked about that our species actually does not have any limits. We can potentially sustain a huge population as long as we're able to properly adapt, right, to the changing population and to our needs. And so right now, more than in the past, right, there's less fears, danger, violence, and we adapt to survive. We can, through accumulation of skills, etc., we can adapt. In the last 200 years, many innovations occurred, like we were able to feed more people, less disease, and we were able to extend lives naturally. We invented things like cars, planes, laptops, phones, um, many things, hospitals, right, in the past 200 years. There's huge innovations. um, Essentially the question is whether we can continue to develop technology to sustain ourselves in the face of this growing population, in the face of this growth. So we always, as a species, we try to push boundaries um, and we innovate in response to changing population needs. In the 1930s, there were less um, early mortalities, better sanitation. I'm saying, sorry, since the 1930s onwards. And there was actually a growth rate of 1% a year. In the 1970s, there was better immunization, so immunity, food prep, sanitation, all that, and there was a 2% growth per year. So clearly, um, um, the population was growing due to better conditions, but then women also actually had less children, and so it actually balanced it out, right? The higher growth and the less offspring. And so people in the US predict future as being negative, but it seems positive in other places predict as more positive, um, in terms of food, health, um, safety, freedom, justice, etc. And the elderly discrimination um, is unfair because elderly population, if they work, they can actually be highly productive and they can be super educated, etc., but they get highly discriminated. And actually the life expectancy increased by 20 since 1990. So clearly there is a growth, right, through innovations and etc. And and Peter Capelli actually said all aspects of subjective performance gets better as we age. Actually, despite the conditions, um, elderly people actually outperform the youth on mental tasks, writing, vocabulary, management, and leadership. That's actually one of the strengths of older people. They're good at management and leadership. And so there was this Age Discrimination of Employment Act in 1967, which said if you're over 40, you're protected from discrimination. Um, but still, in places like Europe, they still force early retirement, which, in the opinions of David Sinclair, is a mistake, um, as elderly people can be very productive, pursuing education and a new career, and and of course doing something meaningful for them. And so, yeah, there's some concerns in terms of life extension, like overpopulation leads to less resources, less jobs, right? Um, um, and essentially we run out of use for people, etc. But the positive are that it eases social insurance and provides meaningful opportunities for people because they can um, um, more educational opportunities, startups, and they can pursue their dreams. So there are some benefits to living longer. Of course, the downsides, as I already mentioned, less resources, less jobs, because if people are living longer, there's going to be overpopulation and everything that comes with it. But there's also a lot of benefits, such as less money on social insurance and education, startups, and pursuing people can pursue their dreams. And for each year that we spend on education, there's actually a $20 increase in GDP taxes that the government will get. So early retirement will actually cause less GDP, which in Europe right now they force early retirement. Well, that's a problem. So David Sinclair suggests that yeah, although longer lifespans can lead to overpopulation, that can actually be a benefit because it's going to cut costs on social insurance and save GDP money for in terms of education, and will allow the aged people to pursue a meaningful career for themselves that maybe they have been unable to do when they were back in school. So I hope this was meaningful and interesting for you guys. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do not forget to do it. Please subscribe and hit that like button. I hope that today's video on the benefits of longevity and its cons and pros, but as David Sinclair believes, um, um, if you really see the big picture, it will actually be a more of a positive. Um, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have yourself a great day. I certainly do. Today's May 8th, and it's just a beautiful day outside. And hit the crush the like button if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the upcoming video.